Man, I know we talked about flying on airplanes. I know we talked about checking bags. I don't know that we talked about, I think we actually did talk about maximum, but it's always good to redo things for review. So this is our function. Um, and this is the total cost for an airline ticket. X equals checked bags. And Y equals cost. So yeah, what does 30 and what does 145 represent, JDS? Cost of what? Y is the total cost. What's the 30? What's the difference between the 30 and the 145? If X is the number of bags you take. Well, what happens if you take 0 bags? So let's consider maybe a little table here. We could do X is bags and Y is the total cost. So let's say we take 0 bags. Our total cost would be 30 times 0 plus 145. 0 plus 145. Y equals 145. So 0 bags, it's only $145. So how could we describe what the 145 represents in the equation? What kind of cost? If what? Total ticket price for 0 bags. So anybody going on the airplane, even if they're not bringing anything with them, costs $145. So $145 is like the baseline ticket price. So then if we take 1 bag, it's 30 times 1 plus 145. The cost would be 175. If we take 2 bags, 30 times 2 plus 145, that's 60 plus 145, that's 205. So what does the 30 represent, y'all? It is the slope. What does it represent for the airplane ride? The cost per bag. 30 is cost per bag. Good. This is the answer to number 1. 30 is cost per bag. 145 is the total ticket price. Because it says X is the number of bags. That's what led us to that conclusion. So slope goes with the word per or each. So 30 would be the cost per bag. 145 for the base ticket, and then you pay for every bag you bring. Number 2, max price. They don't let you bring 1,000,000 bags when you go on the airplane. They limit it. What is the limit? It says at most 5 bags can be checked. So I'll wait a minute. You guys calculate, kind of, if we were to put 5 in the table, plug 5 into the equation and say how much the price would be. You can grab a calculator if you don't have one, guys, from one of them. Hi, Diego. Jimmy's been doing the bell work so he can fill you in. He can fill you in on what you missed. You're so good at filling him in. All right, so what we're doing is 30 times 5 bags, heavy traveler. Maybe this person's moving to California. So it's 150 plus 145. Did y'all get 295? $2.95. Not bad. Max price. Okay, so with the most bags, and that's 5, the max price is $2.95, which is actually kind of cheap. Well, if you take 5 bags on an airplane right now, it's going to cost more than that. This might be like a flight to Atlanta, a flight to Miami, like a close flight. Has anybody flown recently? Where'd you go, Brody? Where'd you go? Oh, you went all the way to LA? Wow, Brody's been to LA. How long were you there? What were you doing? You had family there? Or? Your cousins? Okay, do you have any idea how much your airplane ticket costs? $300 to go there and back? Not bad. Where'd you go? What? Do you have family in New York? What city? Oh, okay. It's really cold up there in the winter. Was it in the winter? Oh, it was? Were you freezing? Do you know how much your airplane ticket costs? It's about $300. Okay. All right, guys, get out your handouts. We're doing X and Y intercepts today. I gave you the handout yesterday. Who did not get this handout yesterday? Everybody got this yesterday. Get it out. It was handed out at the very end of class. Oh, that one. Yep, you got it. Handed out at the very end of class. Who was not here? Anybody not here besides Aiden? You weren't here yesterday? Oh, man. I've been here yesterday. Yesterday we did test corrections. So, I don't know what I'm going to do about that. The test corrections was so valuable. Such a good experience. Or you should have had number 1 and 2 done. Actually, it was the very end of class. I did it. I don't know if all of you did it. Oh. Mine's looking kind of blurry. Yeah? What? This handout? No, the handout is definitely a grade. The one I'm about to do? Yeah. I'll walk around and grade it today. And that'll be 4 points. But you got to finish that test, too. I'll grade this today. I think we can finish this today. And then I'm going to update everybody's assignment grades today. I want to put assignments in before the test scores. So I don't know. This is the 3rd week, honestly. So they are coming out soon. Has anybody mentioned them yet? So this is the one, y'all, a lot of people could not answer this on the test. The one that was x equals 5, and it's an up and down line. A lot of people did a slope. It was slanted. Please keep in mind, sometimes lines are just up and down, and sometimes lines are just flat. Notice that it's just a number. I gave people half credit for the dot, but it should be a whole line through that point. All other functions besides these two have both an x-intercept and y-intercept. You mean online? Yeah, so yesterday we went through and a lot of people had it partially correct. Some people even had the right answer and it wasn't marked correct. And so the next time we do a test like that, it's going to be on Schoology because a lot of teachers are saying it's not grading it well. But we also did corrections on the paper. So, all right, so an x-intercept is where it goes through the x-axis. Maybe we need to label x and y here. And a y-intercept is where it goes to the y-axis. So unless it's one of these flat lines or straight up and down lines, it's going to have a point on the x and y-axis. In order to find the intercepts, you do two problems. First, you do the y-intercept by plugging in x equals 0, and then you do the x-intercept by plugging in y equals 0. So the first time we're going to do 3 times 0 plus 4y equals 12. And then we're going to do the problem again. And we'll do the 0 in the other spot. Now, the reason we're doing it this way is because this is called standard form. So when you have to make a graph and it doesn't look like y equals mx plus b, when x and y are on the same side, this strategy can be easier. You can always get y alone and use the slope. But if y isn't alone, then it's not a slope. Using x and y intercepts is an easier strategy. So when we plug in 0, 3 times 0 is 0. And then you drop the 0 and you just have 4y equals 12. And then you have y equals 3. And this is a point on the line where you plugged a 0 in for x and you got a 3 out for y. Yeah, it looks a little bit like how I write y sometimes. Yeah, so I divided both sides by 4 and I got y equals 3. And then I plot this as a point. So the 0 went in and I got a 3 out. So that's an x and y ordered pair. So now I'll just slow down for a minute and let you guys do the other one where you put the 0 in the y spot and find another point. And then that's how you graph the line. It's maybe the easiest way we've graphed lines so far. Yeah.
So would I kind of just like flip that like over here, like get it right here, or would I just drop it all down like this?
I drop it down. Go ahead.
Like this?
Yeah.
I take away the 0 and then
Yeah. Well, no, one should be on the x. One's an x-intercept. One's a y-intercept. You what?
I'm out of pencil.
Oh. Yeah. Yeah, just put it back on the desk. Yeah, then you can connect it. So this is graphing lines using zeros. which sometimes works out pretty good. Yeah, 3 and 4. So this would be 3x plus 0 equals 12. We don't need the 0 there. 3x equals 12. X equals 4. So this is another point. X is 4, y is 0. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's the x-axis. That's the y-axis. That's 5 there. 1, 2, 3, 4. That's 5 there. And so now, as long as you have 2 points, you can make a line. It's kind of easier than slope. When it gets difficult is like if it didn't divide. Like if this was a 7 here, 12 divided by 7, that doesn't work so good. So if the numbers were more complicated, maybe I would rather do rise over run slope. But when the numbers work good like this, plugging in the 0 and just making a dot dot is nice. So here's another one. And this is all we're practicing for the rest of class today. We're going to do this one, and then there's some problems here in the book that we're going to do. And that's what we're doing. All class today is plugging in zeros. Yeah, sorry. So maybe I just do this one more, and then I'm going to maybe sit down and update grades, and you guys can work together. We'll see. Let's see how it goes. Everybody needs more grades. Well, it's been on my list of to-dos. To do. Mm-hmm. Uh-huh. The review? Yeah, what happened to it? Oh. Okay. I'll take a look at it. How much of it do you think you were able to do? You think? Okay. Usually with something like that, higher than a 70%, I give full credit to. But we'll see. Let's go look. I don't expect 100% on online assignments, but just because so many people say it doesn't work out. All right, here we go. So, what did we do first? First, we found the y-intercept up top, and that means a point on the y-axis. You plug in x equals 0, and then we do it again, but we find the x-intercept, and we plug in y equals 0, and we do zeros. You guys have the same. Yeah, looks good. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, that looks good. Yeah. Let me look at this one more time. Where did the 2 go? Did you switch the order? Is this y?
Yeah, sorry.
And that's x?
I put y and x. That's y.
That's fine. But where did the 2 go? So is it y equals 4? I almost feel like it might be negative 4. Let me try this really quick. So I have 2 times 0 minus y equals 4. Did you guys end up with negative y equals 4?
It's because like I put a 1 in front of the y.
So is it negative 1? The subtraction sign doesn't just disappear. So look, now I have to divide by -1, and y is -4. So just put a negative on there. And so the ordered pair is 0, -4. So it's 1, 2. It's down here in the negatives. So then I'm going to plug in the 0 for y. I drop the 0. Divide by 2 and x equals 2. I saw a lot of people with that. So then you have your 2 points and you just connect them, and that's your graph using the zeros instead of the rise overrun. This is your assignment down here. And you have 15 minutes to do it. No, you have like 17 minutes to do it. Down here in the textbook. So go here and continue this. Keep this out on your desk. I'm grading it today. But I'm also checking for this. I want you guys working on this in class together. Page 224, 1 through 4, 9 through 12. This little guy here, you're working on for the rest of class. Should be really similar problems. So use the handout to help you.